Did you know that 25% of Italians consume tobacco and cigarettes? Or that smoking causes more deaths per year than HIV, illegal drug use, alcohol use, motor vehicle injuries, or firearm-related incidents combined? Why is smoking so prevalent here when the health risks are so obvious? In 2016, the United Nations launched 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We will take a deeper look into goal number 3, health and well-being, specifically with regards to smoking in Italy. So we decided to look at a couple different aspects of smoking in Italy, and we started with the smoking culture.
Prima fumavo, ma un mio caro amico ha un cancro e questo mi ha molto sensibilizzato verso l'argomento.
Io ho iniziato a fumare quando avevo 14 anni.
Io ho iniziato a fumare a 13 anni.
I used to smoke when I lived in college, and then I stopped, and then I started back up when I moved to Italy. And then I stopped again.
Smoking has remained an integral part of Italian culture for decades. Whether this persistence can be attributed to the current social environment is up for debate.
I just feel that it's more accepted in the culture, and there aren't so many messages out there to stop young people from starting to smoke.
Forse se in un gruppo fumano tutti quanti è più facile iniziare a fumare, sì.
With the advent of new legislation in 2010 and a minimum smoking age of 18, one would think that it would be more difficult to pick up the habit, but a cheaper market and a lack of legal enforcement has made it easy for kids to start.
In Italia non è permesso vendere sigarette a ragazzi sotto i 18 anni, ma la cosa diciamo che è superflua perché prendono una persona nella strada e la fanno entrare a comprare le sigarette.
A lot of people start to smoke at 13, 14, and then this is a documentation of the risk. If you start to smoke when you are 10 or 12 and you smoke for next 20 years, you stay smoking in the most particular period of your life.
Well, when I moved to Italy, it was a big step. It was very stressful, and that really triggered something, and it made me want to start smoking again.
Smoking comes with heightened risks of cancer, cardiovascular, and respiratory diseases, among much more. These negative effects of smoking aren't lost on everyone, however.
Qual è la percentuale di fumatori abituali, diciamo, tipo, che poi a distanza di quanto tempo, diciamo un decennio dall'inizio della pratica, manifesta un tumore? Io direi un buon 60%.
I stopped smoking because A, it costs money, B, I realized that I was getting short-breathed, so I didn't like that feeling, and then I started reading up about it and learn about how it impacts your health, so that made me stop smoking.
Pensiamo e crediamo che si possa comunque fumare con molti meno danni e chiaramente cerchiamo di far capire che ogni abuso può essere comunque nocivo, ma se gestito con attenzione si può ricavare grandissima soddisfazione limitando i rischi per la nostra salute.
Others would disagree, noting that smoking is inherently addictive and that any form of moderation is impossible.
I pericoli del fumo sono tantissimi, intanto perché non hai più libertà. E io il concetto di non essere libera nella vita, non so voi, perché hai dipendenza, incominci ad acquisire, è il fumo che ti comanda.
One's metabolic system and altered nutritional and eating habits, although not as recognized among the general public, are substantially compromised as a result of smoking.
Yes, I think smoking does affect the diet and how you eat food. Personally, I know this because when you smoke, it sort of stops the hunger. And so people sometimes when they don't have time to eat, maybe they smoke. And I also feel that it affects the taste of the food.
If you don't smoke, what you eat stays longer in contact with the stomach, with the internal part to be worked by our system. If you smoke, they go faster, and so you reduce the nutrition facts.
With all of these negative effects associated with smoking, the question remains as to what people are doing about it. Education campaigns are in place, but the efficacy of these programs must be addressed given the current state of affairs.
No, non ci sono corsi del
Programmi
genere,
sì,
no.
che ti spiegano, diciamo,
Cosa comporti.
cosa comporta i rischi del fumo.
Credo che di educazione ce ne sia a sufficienza, penso che fumare o no sia una questione, una decisione personale, ognuno può fare come meglio crede.
Some people think there are no smoking campaigns, while others point to their abundance. What does this say about the effectiveness of those anti-smoking campaigns?
Il numero dei fumatori negli ultimi tempi non credo che sia aumentato, perché sono aumentate, grazie a Dio, in Italia tante valide campagne di sensibilizzazione, di stop al fumo.
A lot of people in the last 10 years asked me to reduce, but not all the people that asked me to reduce won his fight against the smoking. But psychological help and pharmacological help are in use since 10-15 years.
The disinterest of many Italians in supporting anti-smoking campaigns and treating these problems seriously is also a problem in itself that needs to be solved in order to instill any amount of change in smoking habits and education.
They start to smoke younger, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I suppose that we have to spend more time in the school, directly in the school, because, for example, there is no medical service in the school, so extended in every school. And where they are, they don't interest about this problem. Maybe they interest of other problems.
Noi dobbiamo insegnare ai ragazzi non solo a conoscenza, perché quello lo può fare qualsiasi docente, non solo io. Uno si mette, impara più o meno bene e trasmette. Noi dobbiamo insegnare ai ragazzi a creare la vita nella loro vita, non la morte. E per fare questo ci vuole una conoscenza mirata. Cosa mi fa bene e cosa no? Mi studio e incomincio a togliere tutto quello che non va. Questo significa autodeterminarsi e capire che la vita non può essere dipendente, ma la vita è mia, nessun corpo esterno me la deve manipolare, quindi neanche il fumo.
Fumando, cioè, sarebbe un po' ipocrita dirti di sì, perché comunque lo so, perché sono cosciente di quello che porta, però sicuramente sarebbe meglio avere dei programmi del genere.
Sì, probabilmente per i miei figli spererei ci fossero dei programmi che spieghino i rischi del fumo.
Solutions to reducing smoking in Italy are dependent on which sources of information are more convincing and impactful to the public, especially the youth.
If your daddy say you that smoking is a not good idea, as a value, if your friends tells you that smoking is not a good idea, as another value, and maybe, in my opinion, is more important. So, it's important that we speak in the school, it's important that we speak at the family, but it's more important that, for example, on Facebook, on the social media, will be led a campaign against smoking.
Yes, I think if the government was to implement some sort of program, it would help. But I think that a lot of messaging needs to come from families as well, and just as a society in general.
Family, social media, and anti-smoking campaigns are all part of the solution for diminishing the prevalence of smoking in Italy and achieving the Sustainable Development Goal number 3. In the end, we can agree that it's our responsibility to take action to prevent this harmful habit from spreading to future generations.
Yeah.
Scusami, lei, guardate lei.
Lei.
Aspetti che non la sento. Scusa, mi spegni quel macinino per favore, che non sento niente.
Ma per cosa? Per chi lavora?
Lo so, vabbè, non so come mettermi, sto così, tranquillo così.
Si parla di sigarette.
Sì, sempre, me la leggono in faccia.
Io sono la professoressa Virginia Cirolla. Sì, se no, purtroppo. Ci manca solo un camion e un autotreno.
Ma dobbiamo rispondere in italiano o in inglese? Ah, è uguale.
Io sono italiano. Ok, vai, ripeta.
Il mio nome è Emiliano Fincato. Ok, sorry.
I'll try to be the fastest possible.
The effect, I'm not, sorry, let me start over.
No, I don't smoke. Ah, non sfumo, scusa.
Prego, finito?
Scusate il mio inglese ragazzi, ma certe volte mi mancava la parola. I need the words.
I actually do not.
Maggie, put your bag on your shoulder and walk through the door.
Oh my god.
All right.
No, we'll just, yeah.